All right, this is going to be Dream On by Aerosmith. So here goes the intro. Okay, so that's like the first half of the intro. So let's take a look at this chord here. So this is like a F minor chord. We don't have to do the F bass, but we kind of need these fingerings for it because we got to go to these other shapes that are coming up to reach all that. We're going to kind of have this ring finger on the G string, 5th fret. Then the pinky is going to get the 6th fret of the B string, 2nd string. Middle finger gets the 4th fret of the smallest string here. So we have a little chord. We're going to do the 6 and the 4 on the bottom 2 strings, and then we're going to go to that 5. So we come in with 2 sets of that. And here we brought in the little 3 with the 4, making like a C minor chord there. And then we flip those 2 around, so it's 4 on the bottom and 3 on the 2nd string. And then we take those 2 down 1. So that's a bit of a stretch right there. So the whole beginning of that was flip it, down 1. Then it starts the same. We're going to take the pinky and get the 2 6s, so it's 6s to 5. And then we're coming up here to 6 and 8 with that 5. So high chord, bass, and then hold the chord that 3rd time. Now the second half is going to start the same. And then it's going to go those 6s, but this time it's going to go. So that was the 2 sets with that 6 and 8 to the 5. So then we do the 2 little 6s, 6 to 6 4, back to 6s, and then we're going to go 9 and 8. So we did 9 and 8 twice, then 8s, slide to 6s. Hit the 6s again, and then we're gonna have. So that's 6 5, 6 5 on the G string. So let's go over the intro again. You can play along if you like. We'll go kind of slow. 3 and 4 and. Second time through. You gotta get these fingers real tall for this stuff. Okay, then we have this riff. 6 5, 3 back to 5 and 6, and then we jump down here 5 6 8, 6 8 9, 8 9 11. So that was. So we're gonna have a 9 11 9 hammer on pull off, 8 9 8, 6 8 6, 4 6 4, and then 2 to 1, and slide it all the way to the octave of that up to the 13. So that was. Okay, then we start the verse, and that's just the same thing here. We're just going to keep doing that same thing. It actually does that 4 times in a row. Then the 5th time, they bring in a new thing. It's. Okay, so it starts the same. But then we have a chord that's 6 and 3 in the bottom 2. Do that once, and then you tuck it into 5 and 3. So that's the one that. Isn't that the way? Right? And then we're going to do 2 with the 3 and 6. Everybody's got their dues in life to pay, and you got. We're going to do this twice as long here. And then we're in the chorus. We got an F power chord, 8 and 10, starting on the 5th string. So we're going to do 2 times of this. F, E flat, D flat, E flat, F, same thing. And then we're going to go back to this. And then you got this cool fill. So that's 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then G string 1, D string 3. So it's 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. And then we're into a verse. We're doing this kind of stuff. 4 times of that, you're back into a chorus. Now this time we get this new riff. So we got 5 on the G string, and we hit 4 times on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then 5 to 5, and then 5 to 6, and then 5 to 3 on its same string, and then we got our 6 5s, 2 bars of this. Now we have an interlude. We're gonna go. Back into a chorus at that point. So this interlude, we're going to start with this little minor chord here. We got the 5, 6, and 4. We can do this easier shape on it this time. We're going to start on the G string. So we end up putting a pinky in there on the 6. So we got pinky. End up hitting the pinky like 3 times with those other notes. And then the... So that's 8, 6, 5. Do that twice. Then hit the 8 again, slide to the 13, hit the 13 again, so it's... And then we have this 8 and 6 thing. Then we're going to jump to this 5 over here. And there's a couple of guitars going on there, so it could be like a... Or it could be... And then we're going to have... Same beginning. And then just the first half, the 8s and 6. Chorus. And then. Okay, so we got the first little solo kind of a lead there. So we got 10, 10, 8, 8 with little half bends. So it's like. So 10, 10, 8, 8, 10, 10. We got 10, 8, 10, 8. And then we're going to bend this 10. Hit the 8, 8 on the way back. 11, 8, 10, 8, slight pause, and then a 10, 8, 10 bend to the 8 on the second. End with a bend on that 11 on the second string. So you got. And then you got these chords. So that was 1st fret to 3rd to 4th to 6th. Have this one. So we're going to bend the 16 4 times, and then one more back to the 16, 13, 15, 13, 15, 13, 15, 14, 13, 16, 13. So that's straight down the minor pentatonic, F minor pentatonic with the flat 5th. So it's... We got these chords again. Now we have. Okay, so what we have there is 8, 6, 8. Dee da doo da doo da. Going down to that 6 down here. So that was do dee da doo da. Slide into that 10, 10, 8, 8, 10. So it's. Then the next measure is. So it's. And then 9, 11. A bunch of bends on that. So kind of hold that one for a second. Then we're going to have this longer thing into the 8, 10, 11, 13, and then you got C power chords, so like 8, 10, 10. So that's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for 2 bars. Then we're gonna have the chorus again, starting on the F. This will go a couple times. And then we have that chorus riff that comes in. Just kind of hold that 5 at the end of the tune there. All right, so Dream On by Aerosmith. I'm going to go through those lead fills a little bit one time. We had that solo in the beginning. All right, we had that one. Then we had that little fill there. Then we had the... all that kind of stuff. And then we had the... then we had... and then the last one was... All right, Dream On, Aerosmith, the amazing Joe Perry, the amazing Brad Whitford. Hope you dig that. We'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.